want to tell you about a person who is detained here in Burlington, Jose. Jose is 61 years old and was born in El Salvador. More than 30 years ago, after the military coup, Jose fled the Salvadorian government's death squads and made the long journey here to seek safety in our free, democratic society. In the U.S., he met and married his wife, Mercedes, and together they have a 12-year-old daughter. Jose followed the asylum process and has lawful humanitarian status to live and work in the United States. He has no criminal record. He is employed full-time at a landscaping company and works 60 hours a week. Earlier this summer, Jose was driving the landscaping truck to his first job of the day in Weymouth. While at a red light, 3 unmarked vehicles turned on their sirens and 5 armed ICE agents dressed in plainclothes came out and surrounded the truck. One agent demanded to see Jose's ID, so he gave the agent his valid driver's license. The officer then demanded to know where Jose was born, so he told him that he was born in El Salvador, and he explained that he is a documented lawful immigrant. Jose had with him his government-issued employment authorization card and social security card. After learning all this information, the ICE agent said, quote, "If someone is not born in the United States, they do not have any rights." Without providing a reason, the ICE agents ordered Jose to exit the truck, and he complied. Without giving a reason, the agent pulled Jose's arms behind his back and locked him in handcuffs that were so tight he quickly lost feeling in his hands. Without consent, a warrant, or any justification whatsoever, the agents then searched Jose, confiscated his wallet with his driver's license, social security card, employment authorization card, credit card, and $600 in cash. Despite these documents that prove his identity and legal status, the ICE agents put Jose into an unmarked vehicle. At this point, Jose pleaded with the agents not for his freedom, but to call the landscaping company he worked for so that someone could come and get the truck rather than just leave it unlocked on the street. The ICE agents denied this plea. They drove Jose to an undisclosed location, added shackles to his wrists and ankles, and put him in a van. For the next 40 minutes, he had to sit in the sweltering van with no air conditioning while agents filled the vehicle with other Latino and Spanish-speaking people. Once the van was full, they drove everyone here to Burlington. Even after bringing Jose into this building, the agents still did not provide any reason or justification or warrant for why he was arrested, shackled, and now imprisoned. The conditions Jose experienced here in Burlington were hell, as they are for all men and women who are kept here. He was put in a crowded cell with more than 40 other people. Soon there were more than 60 people in the cell, and the overcrowding was so extreme that Jose had to remain standing for nearly 36 hours. The cell had no furniture, no beds, no mattresses, just a small sink and one exposed toilet amidst the crowd of bodies. There was no privacy. There was no soap. Jose was never given a toothbrush, clean clothes, or access to a shower. An intense bright light shone in the rooms at all time, day and night. The temperature in the cell was unbearable. During the day, the room was extremely hot. At night, the cell was bitter cold. Jose and others asked for blankets, but they were denied. As for food, during his first day in this hellish building, Jose was given only one thing to eat: a sour pudding-like substance that was so disgusting he couldn't eat it. During his second day, he was only given 1 cup of oats and a small burrito. Keep in mind, his wife Mercedes and their 12-year-old daughter did not know where he was. The ICE officials here in Burlington did not even allow Jose to call an attorney, so he had no legal representation. At the end of his second day in this facility, the agents brought him upstairs and released him without any explanation. It has been 2 months since Jose's release, and the government has still not provided a single reason for his arrest, abduction, and imprisonment. The ICE agents still have his documents, and they've kept the $600 they took from his wallet. Jose recently said, quote, "I still can't sleep. I have nightmares every night, and my daughter is living in fear. She cries when she sees the police. I came to this country for safety. ICE treated me like a criminal because of how I look and where I'm from, even though I followed every rule."
The ICE agents who deployed from this building saw a brown person driving a landscaping truck and immediately used their power to dehumanize him and violate his constitutional rights. Why? Because in their eyes, Jose is not a person. He is their prey. Jose has said that since his abduction, he feels, quote, less than human. And that is exactly how our government and its agents view immigrants. I'm so grateful that I don't see human beings that way, and I'm so grateful that you don't either. When I see immigrants, I see brave individuals who traveled thousands of miles and crossed oceans for a safer, better life. I see my ancestors. I see my friends. I see my students. I see my neighbors. I want immigrants today to become the ancestors of future Americans. The Fourth Amendment of our Constitution states, quote, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. Yeah. Let me ask you, did ICE agents unreasonably search Jose and seize his property? Yes. The Fifth and 14th Amendments of the Constitution state, quote, no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. First, let me ask you, is Jose a person? Yes. And was he deprived of liberty? Yes. As for due process, the ICE agents in this building never gave any reason or charge or warrant against Jose. They never provided any evidence for his arrest and detainment, and they never allowed him to call a lawyer. So let me ask you, is Jose a person who was deprived of liberty without due process? Yes. The Eighth Amendment of the Constitution states that, quote, cruel and unusual punishments shall not be inflicted. The employees in this building imprisoned Jose in an overcrowded, windowless cell where he was forced to stand for nearly 2 days. He was denied basic hygiene. They gave him hardly any food or water. So let me ask you, is this cruel and unusual punishment? Yes. I'm pleased to share that with the support of attorneys from an organization called Lawyers for Civil Rights, Jose has courageously filed a lawsuit against ICE for violating his constitutional rights. He knows exactly what he can lose by stepping into the spotlight. He knows what agents in this building can take away from him and his family at any moment, and yet he's standing up to fight for justice for himself, for all immigrants, and for all of us who support the Constitution and human rights. If Jose can stand up for justice, so can every single person in this country. We are here to bear witness publicly, because if we keep ourselves hidden, if we keep our values silent, this fascism wins. Yeah. So I want everyone inside this building and everyone who passes by today to know that, yes, there are Americans who want immigrants in our communities. Yes, there are Americans who still know that every person in this country, immigrant and U.S. born alike, has constitutional rights, and yes, we'll keep coming back until those rights are fully restored and respected. The agents and officials inside this building and many Americans around the country are choosing hatred, violence, and apathy. Let's show them all what it means to choose nonviolence and compassion. Let's help each other stay focused on the struggle for justice. Let's continue standing in loving solidarity. Thank you.